I'm sorry. I thought the broadcast was going. I was talking the whole time. Oh my God. Do you guys know that I've been talking the whole time? I've been talking for a long, long time. And I really thought, I really, really thought the stream was going. Wow. Now I just realized that the stream was not going on. Well, everybody, welcome to the stream. All right. So this is what I have to say. Right. Hopefully, hopefully you guys are still there, and hopefully you guys are still with me. All right. So this is what I have to say. I have to say this. This is the message. This is my reaction to what happened between Mepps and Orbit, and this is what I tell all the YouTubers who are YouTubing today, who are former players of DC Universe or still players of DC Universe Online. First thing I say is get your refund, number one. Because why would you play a game that deprives you of your freedom of speech? Why would you play a game that deprives you of utilizing your social media? Okay. Why would you play a game that doesn't allow you to say what you want to say on your Facebook, on your YouTube, on your Twitter? Is this the Holocaust? Is this the Holocaust? Is Mepps the Nazi? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Make a long story short, to you YouTubers, you do not need DC Universe Online. You do not need the test server. You don't. Okay. Ever since I stopped uploading DC Universe content, my YouTube blew up. And this is my advice to you guys, right? Is that you can, right? You can say that you need DC Universe community. Yes. If those people in that DC Universe community love you and love your content, whatever you put up, they're going to watch it. Okay. And if they do not, that is not your fault that they don't watch your content. That's because they're not interested in it. What I say to you guys is you don't need Mepps and Spittle. You don't. You don't. What I say to the DC Universe community is now don't become a DC Universe community, become a YouTube community. You know, don't Orbit. I say this to you, right? You don't need DC Universe Online. You don't need Spittle. You don't need the test server. You do not need that. What you need to do is upload your content. Don't worry about views that you're getting now. You have to rebuild that community that you have. You have to rebuild that audience that you have. You know, me, I learned from what DC Universe has done to me. I learned that they wanted the game to be controlled by PvE and they wanted to go in the direction of PvE. And that's why you guys, not saying you Orbit, but the people like Brittany and Super Patriot get access to new content right away so they can get the views and control the direction of DC Universe Online. So what I say to you, Orbit, what I say to you is look at Smile, look at me for example, but look at Smile too. Is go play what you're good at and what you're having fun in and upload it, and build a new audience that's interested in what you're uploading. Okay. There's many communities out there. I know we love the DC community, and don't get me wrong, I love the DC Universe Online community. Even the ones who hate me, I still love you too. You know why? The only reason why you hate me is because I beat you. So I love you too. Um, to DC Universe community, I'm not saying anything bad about you guys, but it's time for DC Universe Online community to become a YouTube community, to become a community that supports each other. Like there's been a lot of fights between a lot of YouTubers on DC Universe Online or because of DC Universe Online. What I say is these people who have been fighting with each other set peace and promote each other. You know why? Because that's how you defeat DC Universe Online. Instead of fighting with each other, you promote each other, but you do not promote DC Universe Online. After what they've done to Small Before Death, what they've done to me, what they've done to Titanium Shark, what they attempted to do to Orbit, okay, what they've done to the whole community with PvP, I say you guys get your refund. And if everybody goes get their refund, Daybreak Games will have to sell Daybreak Games back to Sony cheaper than Sony sold it to them. You understand what I'm saying? They would have to. And if Sony comes back into the picture, which a lot of guys blame Sony for the problems when it wasn't. That's why Sony. That's why if you guys didn't realize it, that's why you can get your refund from Sony. If you call Sony and get your refund, they're gonna give it to you. If you guys didn't realize it, Sony had a lot of problems with those games that they had that were free to play. They had like 12 of them, then they dropped it down to 6 games, right? And then they sold it to Daybreak. Daybreak bought it, and what Sony did, they didn't tell Daybreak what the problem was. It's like, when you go buy a car and the car looks nice on the outside. It's like, oh man, whoa, what is that? A BMW? Yeah, that's a BMW. Yeah, that's a BMW. Oh, that's a Mercedes? Yeah, that's a Mercedes. How much you want for it? Oh, I just want this much. Oh, that's a good price. But you don't know what's wrong with the car. The car starts, the car runs, but you don't know what's wrong with the car. Oh, 8,000, 10,000, here you go. The person thought they just robbed you when you just robbed them. That's DC Universe. As soon as they get home, they park that car. They wake up the next morning, that car doesn't start. You know why? Because they were tricked into buying that car. It looked good, but it wasn't good. Sounded good, but it wasn't good. You won't know how good it is until you find out. DC Universe Online is not a game for you guys to be playing with advertising. DC Universe Online is a trick to steal all your money. It's the most expensive game online today, with the oldest graphics online today. How is the most expensive game online today has the oldest graphics online today? DC Universe Online is not even a PlayStation 3 game. It's not even a PlayStation 3 game. It's like a PlayStation 2 game that came off of PlayStation 3 that somehow, some way made it to PlayStation 4 because you guys continue to play for a game that steals your money, deprives you of the First Amendment, right? You don't have the freedom of speech. And at any time, they can take away everything that you earned in the game. You're paying for repeat content that's repeated over and over and over and over again. Okay? And if you complain about it, whether it's nice, whether it's done a grammar composition, if you complain about it, you are in jeopardy of losing your account that you paid for. You are in jeopardy of losing the account that you work hard for. I'm moving around. Tell me, am I moving too much? I'm moving around the room because I got to talk and I got to move. I can't just talk about this and sit still. Make a long story short, is that what happens to Orbit happened to me already, happened to Titanium Shark, already happened to Smile Before Death. And it's going to continue happening if you guys continue funding this favoritism game. It's going to continue happening if you guys continue participating in this favoritism game. People have to understand that the reason why they won't fix PvP, the reason why you can't see nothing, because they want to control the direction the game's going in. And as you can see, favoritism is real because what did Mepps say to Orbit? You're going to lose your test server privileges. And somebody's like, who cares about the test server? I read a comment, someone said, who cares about the test server? Who cares about it? Who cares about it? You have to care about it because you can't just make any video nowadays and get views off DC Universe Online. No, you can't. They took that privilege away from us. They destroyed PvP so that they can control what direction the game's going in and what control the videos are going in, the YouTubes are going in. So basically, if you don't have access to the test server, get no views from DC Universe Online. That's basically what it is. If you don't have access to new content or know what new content is coming out, get no views, get no access to the test server. Okay? But make a long story short, thank God that Orbit said he'd rather be for the community than brown nose like Super Patriot. Thank God Orbit said he'd rather defend the community and defend himself and defend what's right, especially his right of freedom to speech. Okay? So he wanted to defend his right because it's his right. It's Orbit's right, okay, to put whatever he wants on his Facebook, on his Twitter, on his YouTube. See, YouTube is you, not plural. It's singular. You means mine. My YouTube means I do what I want. Not what Mepps wants me to do, not what Spitter wants me to do, not what Super Patriot wants me to do, not what Brittany wants me to do, what I want to do. And what I like to do, if you guys watch my YouTube, I like to tell the truth. And that's why they ban me for telling the truth. But if you look at all my old videos about DC Universe in decline, fire Mepps. You guys will see that I wasn't just saying it today. I've been saying fire Mepps. And now when I go to the comments on everybody's YouTube, I see hashtag DCUO exposed, but I've already exposed them months ago, years ago. I've already exposed them years ago. I exposed DC Universe. I see hashtag fire Mepps. I've said to fire Mepps years ago. Check out my videos years ago. And I said it after update 41 that yes, after update 41, DC Universe Online would be updating a dead, empty, barren server, and I was right. Lord God Melvin prophesied the truth. Would I not? Am I not God of that server? I've been there 5 years. I've been there longer than Mepps. Mepps has the audacity to try to ban me. Please, Mepps, the game will go down. I am the core of that game. As much as you guys hate to admit it, I am the core of DC Universe Online. You know why I'm the core? Because everybody thought losing was okay in PvP. Oh, you lost? Good game. It's all right. But when I came into PvP, everybody knew that losing didn't matter, didn't mean nothing. You got to win. You can't be a loser. I set a standard in that game. I put the standard in that game. Winning is everything, losing is nothing. And they hate me for setting that standard. You know why? Because I tell the truth, even when I lie. Make a long story short, what he did to Orbit was wrong. But why are people reacting now when he did it to Orbit? How about when he did it to Smile Before Death? Was that not wrong? He's been doing this. Mepps has been doing this. You guys have been funding him, allowing him to do this to people. Okay? He did it to me. But you know what I did? I didn't do what Smile Before Death did. I didn't do what Orbit did. No, I didn't say nothing to the community. You know why? I don't have to say nothing to the community. I already know that with the tyrant like Mepps and an idiot like Spittle and a $2 whore like Britney and a fat fuck like Super Patriot, DC Universe would go down. It would go down. I knew it would go down. Okay? Because favoritism, you can't control a game with favoritism. Okay? You go to every live stream of every game, you'll see that the top 100 people will have double digits 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. You go DC Universe, and I'm going to put it in my next video. You see one person with 60 people watching them and other people with one person watching. That's favoritism. That's favoritism. That's why DC Universe died. Oh, you don't want to promote? I seen Mepps come comment talk about cyberbullying. First of all, if I upload somebody or somebody else uploads somebody, find out the real story first before you call a person a cyberbully. Because 99% of these kids that I uploaded are troublemakers. They're troublemakers. 99% of them are troublemakers that I uploaded. Okay? And not only did I upload them, other people uploaded them. Right? He talks about cyberbullying. But aren't you the cyberbully, Mepps? You just try to bully a guy on his own personal Twitter, on his own personal YouTube, and tell him what he's going to do and what he's going to lose. Basically, he threatened the guy. He said, hey, if you want to promote, which Orbit's not even promoting, he's just tweeting. He wasn't promoting because he didn't write in the tweet, hey, look at this. Hey, watch this video. That's not what Orbit did. Orbit tweeted it. Okay? But he didn't write in the tweet. Did he write in the tweet, hey, watch this. Hey, pay attention to this. Hey, listen to everything. He didn't say that. He just retweeted it. There's nothing wrong with tweeting anything. That's what Twitter's about. You know? Tweeting is about being active. You know? And honestly, Mepps had no right. But you guys give him the right by funding him. You guys give him the right by subscribing to DC Universe Online. Everybody here who's watching, take your YouTube account and go unsubscribe to DC Universe Online. For what it's done to your friends. For what it's done to you. It stripped you of your money and your First Amendment. Everybody who's watching, make a video like this. Because what DC Universe wants to do next is make a deal with Xbox. That's not going to happen. That's why they're banning everybody. That's why they don't want nobody to say nothing, because they think they're going to get that deal with Xbox. Let me tell you guys a little something about DC Universe Online, okay? Every time they fail, every time they're going to get shut down, they jump to some other company's dick, okay? So what they're going to do now, they're going to try to jump at Xbox's dick, let Xbox fund a whole bunch of shit, and the games are going to die. What you guys got to do is give them no hope. Delete your characters. Delete them all. You know why? Super Patriots try to lie and try to front. Do you know that till this day, over 2 million banned accounts still show up in DC Universe Online, and those accounts are banned, terminated? Do you know some people have erased their characters and they still show up in the DCUO census? Do you know that? DC Universe Online is a hoax. It's a fake. It's a scam. Fraudulent numbers. It's a scam. Me, myself, I got to tell you guys this. I prophesied this in my old videos. Go check them out. Go check them out. DC Universe Online in decline. DC Universe will be better without Mepps. Go check them out. I prophesied this day would come. I knew DC Universe would go down. And let me tell you something I like about DC Universe. When you come out with a new game, right? Like, let me tell you what killed DC Universe at the beginning. There was a game that came out called Borderlands, right? When Borderlands came out, oh my God, DC Universe, they went crazy. They love to copy everybody. They never want to be original. No disrespect to people, but there's some people that they promote that like to copy too. They're not original. Like, see, Lord God Melvin, that's original. Isn't it evident I'm the Lord God Melvin? That's original. Okay? If DC Universe would have stayed original, the game would have been fine, but they always want to copy somebody. So when Home Turf came out, they were trying to copy Borderlands. Okay? Now, recently they did something. I'm going to tell you guys how jealous DC Universe Online is. I'm going to tell you got jealous. And Smile Before Death said it too. They call them pecker checkers. Shout out to Smile Before Death for calling DC Universe Online pecker checkers. Okay? I kid you not. It's a comment in one of my videos. Smile Before Death call them a pecker checker. Right? Or window peckers. Well, I think window peckers, what he called them. Window peckers, right? So I stopped playing DC Universe in like March, April. This is when Dragon Ball Z came out, right? So when Dragon Ball Z came out, I stopped playing the game. Okay? And when I did, I started playing Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, it was me, Bumptis, and Monster. You know what I'm saying? The guys who just said, all right, fuck it. And C Money. We went to play Dragon Ball Z. All of our YouTubes just fucking blew the fuck up. Like all of us. Bang, 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 bang. Just blew the fuck up. That's it. There was nothing. We stopped playing DC. We went to Dragon Ball Z. And I don't want to admit those guys. I don't really like those guys. But you know what? I'm just going to tell the truth. All of our YouTubes, boom, 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 blew up. DC Universe was in a panic. Mepps had his panties in a bunch. Okay? Super Patriot was licking Spittle's ass. And they came up with a new idea. They said, all right. They looked at Melvin's YouTube. They were like, oh my God. Melvin's averaging so many views a month. Let's make an adjustment. So DC Universe, like a dumb idiot, always copying somebody, never being original, said we're gonna update our servers every month, just like Dragon Ball Z Universe. Biggest mistake DC Universe Online ever fucking made. Trying to copy the next game, not being original. So they started updating the server every month to try to copy Dragon Ball Z Universe. But they have to understand, DC Universe is not Dragon Ball Z Universe. It is not. It is not. Okay? It is not. They try to copy other games too. You know, like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. But this one was definitely one thing I can definitely prove, because I was playing Dragon Ball Z Universe and I was playing DC Universe, and I can prove that they changed to update every month to be like Dragon Ball Z Universe, and it blew up in their face, as you guys can see, because now they're obligated to update an empty server every month, and that costs a lot of money. Shout out to Daybreak Games for firing Spittle's wife. Yes, gotta say that. Only nice thing I got to say about Daybreak Games is they fired Spittle's wife. Beautiful thing to say. Beautiful thing. Spittle is a fool. And he's not a fool, because he wanted to get promoted and get out of there before his project DC Universe Online died. And make a long story short, I'm glad he did. Because you can just watch on the sideline as DC Universe Online collapse. And they can't blame him, because I actually own the disc right here in my fucking drawer that Spittle made. So the game that you're playing, I know a lot of you guys want to blame Spittle. Don't blame Spittle. You can blame Spittle for about 30%. You can blame Spittle for 30%. You know why? Because the game that he made, I have it right here on the disc. Okay? So you guys, I don't want you guys to throw. I see you guys throwing hate towards Mepps. Yes, continue throwing the hate towards Mepps. Don't throw too much to Spittle, because I own the game Spittle made right here. Because the game that you're playing today is not the game that Spittle made. No, it's not. It's not the game that Spittle made. Okay? But you have to blame Mepps and his idea to steal customers' money. his idea to control the direction the game is going in, his idea of favoritism. Let me tell you guys something. He didn't like Smile. You know why he didn't like Smile? I'll tell you why. He did everything he could. He had Super Patriot and American Server attack Smile before that. He did everything he could to destroy Smile. Everything. All I remember for the past 5 years, right? Well, the past 3 years, because Smile's been out for 3 years, I've been out for 5 years, right? For the past 3 years, all I could recall is Mepps trying to sabotage Smile. That's the only thing I can recall is Mepps in every power, every way, everything he could to sabotage Smile. That's all I know. Okay? He attacked. He went for Smile first. Then he went for Titanium Shark. I don't know if you guys noticed, right? He went for Smile first, took Smile out. Then he went to take out Titanium Shark. After he took out Titanium Shark, here comes Melevant. He came for me. They switched the policy about 5-6 times to ban me. I hope you guys know that. I recorded all that because, of course, you know, whatever they do can be used against them. You understand what I'm saying? So, read your policy. You can't say GM favoritism. Do you know that? In your videos. All the things that you guys said and done in your videos, you can be banned for it because they kept on changing the policy to ban you. And that's why you can get your refund from PlayStation, because Sony doesn't agree with them doing that. And they could not do that under Sony, as you guys know that. They could not do that under Sony. But the beauty of it is that we pay Sony. And Sony will refund you their money because Sony themselves wants Daybreak and DC Universe Online to fail. So they will refund you. So I say it once again, go get your refund, because my reaction to Orbit to Mepps trying to bully Orbit is unbelievable. I am still shocked that Mepps had the audacity to say that to one of his last few remaining YouTubers. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, the advertisement that we give.
Mepps exposed them. That's what I think.
I think Mepps exposed them too. I do think that too. I do think Mepps exposed them. You know what I mean? But for sure, I really know for a fact that what happened was wrong. And I know for a fact that Mepps is the end of the server, and I've been saying that, and that's why he banned me. Mepps didn't ban me Mepps didn't ban me for nothing else besides telling the truth about him. Telling the world that Mepps would be the end of DC Universe Online, and he banned me for it because he knew it was the truth. And I do not care. You know why, Mepps? You know why DC Universe Online? Spittle, Mepps, Super Patriot, the fat bitch, slut, whore, fucking shitting. I have nothing nice to say about that bitch, whore, slut, that trash that's never PvP'd. I have nothing nice to say about her. She's a nobody. She's a slut, a whore, fucking piece of trash. She's a fucking fat crab ragoon. You know, I have nothing nice to say about her. Nothing nice. What they did was visible. And what's happening right now is visible. Like, Mepps basically just, to me, snitched on Orbit and anybody else they were promoting. Like, you're not going to get no more favoritism. Right? And I think Mepps for getting so mad, being so irrational, not able to control his temper, and he tweeted that out to prove Melevant right. That there is a such thing as favoritism in DC Universe Online. That's why I think Mepps was doing. Mepps, I thank you for showing me that, because not only is there favoritism, they banned me for my videos. Now there's hundreds of videos like that out. Hundreds of them out. How about those guys? Are they getting banned? No, they're not. They're not getting banned, but I got banned for telling the truth. I got banned for prophesying this. And if you go back to my video, you'll say, wow, is Melevant Moses? Because he prophesied this. I prophesied it. I said it would happen, and it did. I said it would happen, and it did. I said DC would fail, and it failed. It would fail. But it makes sense though, right? If you take out the top YouTubers and you take out the top players, it's going to fail. You destroy the structure of your game. Okay? You take out Smile Before Death. Smile Before Death was the leading YouTuber. If that's not a sign of jealousy, I don't know what is. He would never promote Smile. Why not? Why would Mepps never promote Smile? Why not? Proof is right there, man. The proof is in the pudding.
He'll support Orbit though.
He'll support Orbit, but now he's not gonna support Orbit. Why? Why? Because for telling the truth, right? You know what I say to you guys? This is what I say to you guys. You know, I'm not the one to ask for shares. Share my videos. Yeah, share them all. I'm not the one to ask for subs. Yeah, sub. You know why? Because I never needed a shout out from the developers to be good. No, I never needed that. I never needed favoritism to be good. I never needed this guy to shout me out or that guy to shout me out or I never needed that. All I had to do was be me. That's it. You know. But make a long story short, Mepps is stripping you guys of your First Amendment. Okay? He's stripping you of your First Amendment. He's stripping you of your freedom of speech. Okay? Only a fool will pay for his freedom of speech to be stripped from him. Only a fool. Only a fool. Do you know that this country went to war for that amendment? For it to be 2015, about to be 2016, this country went to war for that First Amendment. For some little snot-nosed, four-eyed, skinny, where's Waldo, scrawny motherfucker to try to take it away from me? For some four-eyed freak looking like where's Waldo want to try to take away my freedom of speech? Are you guys crazy? You guys are you guys that foolish that you would pay a man who's not a man, who looks like a woman, talks like a woman, acts like a woman, dresses like a woman, probably wears women's underwear, right? To strip you of your freedom of speech. Please tell me you guys can hear me clearly because I'm yelling and I need to know if I'm yelling too loud. Please write a comment if you can hear me clearly. Please share this so people can hear what I'm telling them. Everybody share this on your Twitter. You know, he might take away your live test though. You know, share this on your Twitter, share this on your Google, share this on your Facebook. Share this. Because everybody in DC Universe server needs to know that you're paying for them to strip you of your freedom of speech. They're changing the policy behind your back to ban you and your friends. Well, you know what I gotta say to Spittle and Mepps? Ban away. Server's emptying, isn't it? The server's getting empty, is it not? How does it feel to update an empty server? I said it in my videos in the past. After update 41, the game is done. And you know what? What they didn't do, let me tell you guys about their negligence, right? What they didn't do is every 6 months they were supposed to update the server to iron out the kinks in PvP. They let a whole almost 2 years go by. So even if they were to bring back PvP the way it was before update 41, it still would be messed up. You know why? Because after update 41, they were supposed to implement the belt, the all those different things in PvP all over again. Game modes. They were supposed to implement game modes, but they did not. So if they do it now, all of a sudden when the community is dead and there's bugs in it, the community is just gonna die again. If they implement new things in PvP now, which they were neglectful to do it throughout these past 2 years, which they should have done little by little, the community will crumble again. The structure of the community is gone. It's gone because of negligence and favoritism. Because of negligence and because of favoritism, the structure of the community is gone. But they wouldn't know that because they listen to Super Patriot and Brittany. Let's see. Brittany, do you own a Mercedes or BMW? No, you don't not, you stink pussy Chinese fish smelling bitch. You don't own shit. You stink pussy bitch. Fucking stink ass pussy smell like fried woutons. Stink ass bitch. Egg fuyong smelling ass pussy. Does Super Patriot drive a Mercedes or BMW? No, he does not. He doesn't drive a Mercedes or BMW. He gets a disability check. He's disabled, which means he's not able to do shit in my fucking eyes. All right? No disrespect to disabled people or handicapped people. All right? No disrespect to them. So these two people don't own no businesses, right? They don't own no expensive cars. So they don't have anything of value in their life besides their PlayStation. As you can see, their shitty computer and their shitty TV. That's all they got of value. Is their shit PlayStation, their shit computer, and their shit TV. Those things are under 4 figures. How about Melvin? What does Melvin own? What about how long has Patriot been with his wife? Let's forget about owning. I'm gonna go back to owning in a second. How long has Patriot been with his wife? His wife died. All right, whatever. Who cares, right? You know why she died? She was tired of being with him. Anyways, let's be honest, right? I've been with my girl for a long time. Okay, for many years. How come Patriot doesn't have another woman? Because the next woman wouldn't believe in his lies. You understand what I'm trying to say? How come Patriot doesn't have a woman? Because she won't believe his lies. How come Brittany doesn't have a man? Because they won't believe their lies. You know, those people don't own any expensive cars. They don't own no houses. They don't own anything. They don't have a business, so they have no idea what it is to run a business. Okay, that's why DC Universe failed, because they don't know how to run anything. They don't know how to do anything. They don't. If they did, they would have been smart enough to say, okay, we're losing customers. Let's make the adjustment. But they don't know. The only thing they know is to lie. They don't know how to tell the truth. Because if they were to tell the truth, then the honesty, the truth would come out. Like, okay, the surfer's dying, developers. Please do something. See, the thing is, we have liars representing us. Because if they were telling the truth, they would say, hey, the surfer's dying. We need help. They don't tell the truth. Like I said, Pedro doesn't own a Mercedes, doesn't own a BMW, doesn't know how to do anything. Okay, he doesn't own a house, he doesn't know anything. Brittany either. Okay, all right, don't know nothing. Mepps, as you can see, is the worst communications burst ever you've ever seen in anything.
Hello?
My girl's answering the phone. Worst you ever seen. Okay. Now let's go to the YouTubers, right? So we have Brittany, who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Only content that Brittany has, right? Don't come at his dead wife, not cool. Okay, maybe you're right about that. Don't come at his dead wife. But you know what?
Actually, we don't even know if she's dead for real.
The reason why I said it like that, because Sue Patriot lies about his wife and about his kids. Okay? If you check out Aiden Warren, he'll tell you that one day Sue Patriot has 2 daughters, one day he has a wife, one day he doesn't have a wife, one day he's a widow, one day he's not a widow. That's why I said that. Okay? Truth seeker, if you're still there, that's why I said that. Because if you go through all Sue Patriot's tweets, one day he's married, one day he's not. Okay? One day he has 2 teenage girls, one day he has a boy and a girl. That's why I'm saying that. I'm saying these things because Sue Patriot's a liar. That's why I said it the way I said it. I apologize, truth seeker, if you find it offensive. However, the reason why I don't find it offensive, because you can't believe Super Patriot anything that he says, because every time he tweets is different. And if you don't believe me, you can check out Aiden Warren, who's in the chat, and he can give you all the information about Super Patriot's truths and lies. Now, when it comes down to it, these two, Brittany and Sue Patriot, say they've done something for the community. What have they done for the community? Anybody can tell me? What have they done for the community? If they did anything for the community would still be here. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be crumbled like it is right now. It wouldn't be destroyed like it is right now. What have they done for the community? Somebody write in the chat. What have they done for the community? Nothing. They haven't done anything for the community. Nothing. From what I've noticed, I've sat back. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna get emotional. I've sat back and I played the game for 5 years, and I watch people who suck at PvP, people who suck at PvE, people whose YouTubes would absolutely suck if Mepps and Spittle wasn't giving them shout outs for years to make them good. As you guys know, the only person who was good was Spile, because he didn't need a shout out. Okay, and he was so good that right now he has more subscribers in DC Universe Online. And not only does Smile have more subscribers in DC Universe Online, he also is passing them in views. Okay, so they got rid of Smile. DC Universe Online is learning the lesson by promoting Super Patriot and Brittany. Super Patriot and Brittany, let me tell you guys the agenda. There's a video out there where Super Patriot is saying that, what would you do if you were a GM, or what would you want for that? He said he want to ban people, he want to do this, do that, God mode, all that, right? The agenda that Britney and Super Patriot had was only one agenda: ban all the good players on our server, right? Ban any player who doesn't want to agree with what we're saying, and ban any player that doesn't like us. Because that's what's been happening. All the players who were good on the server that started for Smile Before Death have been banned off the game. All the players that were known for something like relevant, I'm known for PvP. Whether it's good or bad, I can play it. I can play it. I can play the video. Even my own enemy will say it. I beat anyone and everyone. Only person I didn't get was Super Patriot. You know why? Because for 5 years, until he's like, please ban him, please ban Melevant. For 5 years, Super Patriot's the only person I didn't fight. He avoided me for half a decade. For 5 years, Super Patriot avoided me, avoided fighting me. For 5 years, he did everything in his power not to fight me one-on-one. And that's why, as you guys can see, their targets were some of the main YouTubers. And if you want a main YouTuber, they targeted you because you were a good PvP player. Because if you're a good PvP player, their plan wouldn't work. Because if they kept PvP alive, their plan wouldn't work. That's why they don't want PvP back. Because if PvP comes back, there's going to be another PvP star that's going to emerge out of nowhere. Another Lord Melevant, another Godman, another static base god, another Go Gamer, another Titanium Shark, another yours truly, Smile Before Death. Another one of those is going to emerge, and there's nothing they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. Nothing. They can't do nothing. That's why they want to destroy PvP and keep the game PvE related, so that only the people who go on a test server will be promoted. Only people who go on a test server will get the views. It only go in the direction of people on a test server. That's why I say fuck those guys on a test server. Those YouTubers who were lying to you, stop watching them. Okay? Stop watching the fucking ugly Britney Panda Bear. Don't watch her. Don't watch Super Pages. Don't watch Trex Light. Don't watch none of those guys. They're liars. Trex, the YouTube's dying. Did you get the memo? DC's dead. 10,000 subscribers, 29 views a video. That is a total shame. That is a total shame. Trex, that's a total shame. And you still uploading DC faithfully like you're going to get some views. You're a shame. Well, you know what? All I say is take a look at my YouTube and see what success is without a shout out from a GM or a developer. I did that without no shout out, without no tweets, without no favoritism. Check out Smile Before Death's YouTube. That's what you call hard work. All right? And I no disrespect to Orbit and Balkan and them, but you guys got a lot of favoritism from the devs. And let's be honest, Smile Before Death was the #1 YouTube for DC Universe Online, and he's still doing better than those guys, you know. Me, on the other hand, I left DC Universe and pew, you know. So let's get back to the ending of this stream, because I'm gonna end it here. Let's say this, right? So Cold, what's his name? Cold Shadow. What's the guy's name? Cold Fusion. Cold Fusion came out with a video, and I guess Orbit tweeted that video, and that's where it all started, right? But what's wrong? What's wrong with what Cold Fusion is saying? He's just saying the truth. These guys want us to lie to you, okay? No, DC's done. Truth Seeker. I'm gonna answer your question. Actually, let me answer your question now. DC's done, right? It doesn't matter what DC Universe does now. You know why? Because there's new games coming out. It's too late for DC. It's too late for DC. They're done. They lost their top YouTubers, right? And they're done. I mean, they could try to promote new guys. They can go ahead and do that. Go ahead. Mepps thinks like I could promote, like Spittle's talking about out with the old, in with the new. Go ahead and think you could do that. Go ahead and think you could do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let them think what they're doing. Let them keep the idea. They can't fix PvP anymore. It's too late. It's too late. They let Dragon Ball Z Universe kill them this year, right? Naruto will be out soon. Street Fighter's coming out. Mortal Kombat's already destroying them. You know, there's a lot of games coming out. When Naruto hits, it's over. DC's done. Okay? DC's finished. There's nothing they could do. They would have to wait a whole nother year because of the games that are coming out at the end of 2015 and the games that come out at the beginning of 2016, the DC Universe would have to wait till a whole nother year, basically to April or May, to do like what they should have done years ago when the PvP season comes around April or May, right? To rebuild the PvP season. But that's not going to work because they've already banned all the good players. Okay. Then and what happened is when DC Universe did update 41, as you guys can see, before update 41, there was survival mode first came out, and it was like very good. Everybody did survival mode. After update 41, you couldn't even find a tank or a healer or a troller for survival mode. All those people went to Destiny, right? You have to understand the thing about MMORPG, right? They went to Destiny. Then the rest of the guys went to Final Fantasy. After the rest of the guys went to Final Fantasy, there's a new game that came out recently. Oh, excuse me, Final Fantasy. Then there was Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Then there's a new game that came out recently. It's called Elder Scrolls Online. Okay? Elder Scrolls Online already started destroying them. But what else is going to happen is this, Truth Seeker. There's an old game from Japan that came out, which is going to get a lot of people who don't want to pay for games. It's called Onigiri, right? People are playing that. NBA Live is free. Rocket League. There's so many games that came out that DC Universe has to beat these games now. Well, Warframe is out, but Warframe. You guys can play Warframe. There's so many games out that you can play that, let's be honest, you don't have to play DC Universe Online no more. There's so many free-to-play games and so many free games that are just not even free to play. Free games, right? That are out. You don't have to play DC no more. You don't have to suffer play DC no more. You can play Call of Duty. You can play Dragon Ball. You can play Grand Theft Auto. You can play Fallout. What else are they playing on my thing? There's a whole bunch of games you can play. You know? You don't have to suffer and play DC Universe no more. You don't have to be bullied by Mepps no more. You don't have to be in a domestic relationship anymore. Me, myself, I'm telling you this. I got on my domestic relationship with DC Universe a couple months ago, as you guys can see in my refund video. It was in August, right? Mepps was on the verge of trying to ban me. I knew he was trying to ban me because I'm friends with GMs too. You know what I'm saying? So they said, hey, just get your refund. I said, all right, I'm going to do that. I got my refund. I left the game, you know? And ever since then, I've been happy. My YouTube, ask anybody. Ever since I stopped playing DC, as you guys can see, it was in August, right? Look at my stats. Since August, I've averaged so many views a month. It's crazy. So basically, since I stopped playing DC Universe, just like Small Before Death, my YouTube blew up. There used to be a video out there saying you only have 200 subscribers, Melvin. You're right. I only have 200 subscribers. Now I'm at 1,200 now in 3 months. So I stopped playing DC Universe and I gained 1,000 subscribers. I stopped playing DC Universe and I gained almost 1 million views. You don't believe me? Look at my numbers. They don't lie. DC Universe is an anchor in your ship. And for you to set sail and enjoy your gameplay in the ocean of opportunity, you need to lift that anchor and take it out to sea. DC Universe Online is an anchor to your boat of freedom. DC Universe Online is a dent in your wallet. It's the most expensive game that you'll play online with the most oldest graphics that you ever seen. Not only is it expensive, it has the oldest graphics online today. What up, Zargon? It has the oldest graphics online today. And I say to you guys again, why would you pay for a game that's older than most of us, that's expensive for no reason, and that doesn't work right? Why would you play that? Why would you play a game that doesn't work right? Why would you play a game that every time you log in and out, it's a different game? Why would you do that? Why would you play a game that strips you your freedom of speech? All I know is that our fathers, our forefathers fought to the end for us to have the freedom of speech. All I know is country, men of this country, people died. Millions, I mean, definitely hundreds of thousands of people died for us to have our freedom of speech. Okay? It's an insult. DC Universe is an insult to the amendment, the First Amendment. It's an insult to our Constitution. It's an insult to our rights. And anybody who wants to sit there and fund a game that deprives you of your First Amendment, that is a game like, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say, you know, is a fool. Anybody who pays for that game is a fool. I advise you to, like I said in my video, get your refund. All you have to do is tell Sony what's going on. Sony knows what's going on. That's why Sony sold it cheap. All you have to do when you get online, you say, excuse me, can I speak to your manager? Don't even speak to the representative because they don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you could try to explain to them about favoritism and all that. They'll listen. They'll give you a refund, but you say, I want to speak to your manager. And when you speak to the manager, all the managers have heard it already. So whenever you speak to one of the managers, they will give you back your refund for DC Universe Online. Okay? They will give it back to you. Even if it's for 1 year, they'll give it back to you. They can give you back your refund for the whole time you played the game. But if you played for a year, you get that refund back. If you paid for 3 months, you get that refund back. If you paid for 6 months, you get that refund back. If you paid for that month, you get that refund back. All right, back to the last thing I want to say so I can close this out. I'm going to say one more thing. Last thing. DC Universe. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is fire. I'm liking this game. It's free. And it's free. That's what I was telling you, it's free, Law. Revelations 2. I told you it was free. All right. So Zargon has let you guys know that there's a game that's free, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, which is good. Now, DC Universe will never come back, and I'm going to tell you guys why, okay? Number one, what they've done to the community and what they've proven Melvin right, that favoritism is real. And not only is favoritism real, that they are, they're not allowing you your freedom of speech. They're stripping you of your First Amendment. And look what happened to Orbit on his own private Twitter and his own private YouTube. He's not allowed to do what he wants. Same thing with Smile Before Death. Same thing with Melvin, because that's what happened to me. Same thing with Titanium Shark. We've all been victims, but now you got a chance to actually see. So it happened to Smile. You guys didn't listen to Smile. That was wrong. But Smile warned you guys should listen to him. Smile Before Death gave the first warning because, as you all know, Smile Before Death loves his community. Okay? And it's true. Smile Before Death loves his community. It's not like Spittle and Mepps, how they are. No. Smile Before Death loves his community. Okay? Loves his community. Just like I love my community. Okay? Just like Titanium Shark loves his community. Okay? And now, as we all witness, that Orbit picked his community over favoritism. Okay? So, with that being said, since you guys see that we're for the community, continue watching our videos if it's not DC Universe Online. Because we tried our hardest to stay part of the DC Universe Online community and upload DC Universe Online. But as you can see, we're not allowed to do what we want to do if we're playing DC Universe Online, and they try to use our accounts against us. And for some reason, DC Universe Online believes that we won't be successful without DC Universe Online. And I ask you guys who are watching to support the guys who are telling you the truth about DC Universe Online. I ask you to support them by still viewing their material, including my material. I ask you guys to support them. I ask you guys to continue supporting these YouTubers, because these YouTubers have sacrificed their accounts for you. Smile Before Death sacrificed his account for you guys. Okay? He was banned because he put himself out there to protect you guys. Okay? Titanium Shark was banned for telling the truth about Mepps and Spittle and what they did. Lord God Melvin, banned for protecting his community. Everybody says Melvin's a hero. And I told everybody I'm a vigilante because I fight for what I believe is right. And I will always be that vigilante from DC Universe Online. Mepps thought he could shut me down by taking me off the game. My YouTube still says Lord God Melvin. And no matter if I go to Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Street Fighter, Elder Scrolls, isn't it evident I'm the Lord God Melvin? That will never change, Mepps. That will never change. You can never change that. You can't. No matter what game Orbit goes to, he still will be Orbit. Hey guys, it's Orbit. No matter what you do to Smile Before Death, Mepps, Spittle, he will still be Smile Before Death. Okay? No matter what you do to Titanium Shark, Mepps, he will still be Titanium Shark. And no matter how much you guys try to turn the community against us, Mepps and Spittle, Super Patriot and Brittany, the community will still absolutely love us. You know why? The difference between you guys and us is that we will put everything on the line to defend our community. And that's the true definition of what it is to be Lord God Melevant. The true definition of what it is to be Lord God Melevant is that you suffer for other people. That's the definition. Is I take the hit for you guys. Is that not what a God is supposed to do? Until next time, it's Melevant, and I'm out. Just know I love my community, and I always take all the blows for you guys. It's the definition of what a God is. Until next time.